What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. Today, you're joining me with my new 2025 Tesla Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive, and I'm going to be telling you guys and showing you guys what's included and some of the differences from my 2023 Model Y all-wheel drive. So as I mentioned, this is the new 2025 long-range rear-wheel drive Model Y with the 2170 battery pack. All of you guys can rejoice. No more 4680 complaining from me. Took delivery of this car yesterday and just want to show you guys kind of what's included with it. And there's a couple differences that I want to point out from my previous 2023 long-range all-wheel drive that are, some of them are differences because of the lack of the structural pack on this one, and some of them are differences from 2023 to 2025. So we'll start in the front. I have the frunk opened, I have the doors open and such, so I can more easily show you guys some things. Up here, nothing is really different. Just like my 2023, the bumper does not have ultrasonic sensors. This is a vision only car, and this car does have hardware 4. I'll show that in a second. The frunk is really nothing to see. They don't come with the carpet mat anymore. They haven't for quite a while. You have your tow hook up here, so I definitely recommend making sure that's there when you take delivery, and that can actually go behind here if you ever need to be towed. You can pop this little cover off, and then that screws in, and you can be towed as needed. Hopefully never. Shut that, and then we'll go to the back, and then we'll go to the interior. So here we have the window sticker of this car. This one was made in October 2024. It was a demo car, so that's why it's a little bit older, even though I took delivery here in December. You can see long-range rear-wheel drive. This one is the Model Y, of course. Base autopilot, tow package, so there is actually a tow hitch back here. I'm not going to be popping that off today. And then this has the black and white premium interior. So definitely going to be checking out the sound system in this car to see how it is. This is a little bit of a downgrade from my previous car because that one had the full premium audio system, whereas this one has not the fully premium audio system. I know that can be a little bit confusing. And this car is rated for 337 miles of range at a full charge and 270 watt hours per mile, or 27 kilowatt hour per 100 miles. So it's actually technically a bit less efficient, if I remember correctly, from my previous car as far as rated efficiency. But they changed how they calculate efficiency for 2024 model year and newer. So window sticker, definitely make sure that's included with your car. If Tesla has done a recent price change when you take delivery, your price on the window sticker may or may not be accurate. We'll look under here. There's nothing in here. Sometimes you'll find your front plate bracket and your J1772 adapter in here, but otherwise it may be empty. And then a lot of people have commented on my videos that they don't know that this space even exists. So there we go. There's more space. You just have to pop this off. And then Abstract Ocean sells a nice little strap here. I'll link my accessory video that I made with my previous car. That makes it a lot easier to lift this because it'll add a little bit of a pull strap here. Otherwise, you basically have to remove this in order to be able to lift this. So lots of space down there. Not the easiest to access, but nice for things that you want to just keep in the car, but not necessarily access super often. I'm actually going to put the window sticker up there. I'll put it under there later. As I mentioned, this is the J1772 adapter, so this is not for fast charging. This is for using public non-Tesla charging stations. I guess there are some Tesla level 2s that use J1772 as well. But primarily, if you have home charging from another EV, if you're staying at a hotel that has non-Tesla charging, whatever. This is for AC charging only, not for DC charging. And then here we have the front plate bracket. There's also this little baggie that's in there with your rear plate screws, which you may or may not need depending on how your state does temporary tags on the back. So mine, I actually installed my license plate already because I was able to transfer my license plate from my previous car. And then depending on your state, this may actually be applied already when you take delivery. But this goes on your front bumper. It's actually just adhesive. Make sure it's warmed up before you put it on if it's in a cold environment. Otherwise it will not stick well. And then these are the self-tapping screws. So those are coarse thread. And those actually go into this to then secure your license plate on the front. But North Carolina is a one plate state, so only rear plate. So I don't actually need this. This will go in the garage and live there for eternity. That's what we see in the back here. Everything else is the same. You still have the speaker spots here. I don't believe there are speakers in there though, with the partial premium audio system. One change here. So Tesla actually changed a little bit of the shroud around the backup camera. So it now has a little bit of a, I guess shroud around it. And that should help keep it cleaner in dirty environments or winter or whatever. So that is new. It used to be more tucked back and basically just the camera exposed. Let's go inside. So here we have the back seat. Looks pretty much identical. We of course have these mats back here, and the reason you have these mats in the back is because they actually cover the emergency release there. So definitely something you may want to be familiar with just in case you ever need it. Hopefully you never do. But you actually lift this off, and then there's the emergency release under there. That can be a little finicky to put back in place, but I'll deal with that after. Here we have your carpet floor mats, so both in the front and the back. Depending on if your car was a demo car or depending on how your service center handles it, these might be just in a bag in the back or in the trunk rather than actually installed in the car. This was a demo car, so they had them installed because people were actually driving this car. Here we have the back seat, of course. Nothing too crazy back here. Same exact as my other car. And we'll come up front. So this is where there's actually a little bit of a difference. So on the long range, or on the Model Y all-wheel drive, the non-long range that had the structural 4680 battery pack, this was actually carpet. So I actually preferred that. I thought that was better than how they're doing this piece. Because this actually will get scratched to crap. As you can already see, it has a few scratches on it just from under 1,000 miles, but whatever, that's fine. Here you can see the front floor mat. And with any new car, of course, you'll have these get to know your Tesla videos that pop up for, I believe, the first 48-ish hours. They're actually a little bit annoying. I wish you could get rid of them entirely, but I guess they're useful for most people. Into the glove box, we have your safety information manual. You do not get an actual manual with the car. It's actually digital on the screen. Let me show you how to get there. I believe that is in service and then owner's manual. There you go. And this will update with software releases that come out. So that way you won't have to worry about having an outdated manual over time, because the car will pretty rapidly change over time as new updates keep coming out. This is your little advanced airbag warning, so we'll pop that off. And then here we have a flash drive for Sentry mode and dash cam. This is 128 gigabytes and not covered under your new vehicle warranty, which is interesting. Has a Tesla logo on it. So I'll be replacing that with an SSD as I have in my previous cars that are 500 gigabytes. Definitely make sure you do a larger disc, because that way it's a little bit better endurance. Wireless phone charger. In here you have your little mat. You have your two USB-C ports. And then another difference from my previous car, let's move that, is that instead of the other one having a magnetic console that you could just lift up and it was held down by magnets, this one you actually have to press this here, and that's an actual physical release. So a little bit different. Here you have your 12 volt, or actually technically closer to 14 or 15 volt outlet, and then just some space here. Passenger seat and everything, of course, basically the same. And we'll see just what this looks like so you guys can see. And this is a Model Y long range. Hopefully you guys found this video giving a tour of everything that's included with the 2025 Model Y helpful. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching.